Last night, Jimmy and I had to come to terms with some really difficult thoughts about Kent and the things that he was hearing and the things that he sees.
As an investigator, it's my job to look at this from multiple angles. Because of that, I have to humor the idea he's faking it.
I was really concerned that Kent was hearing things that Jimmy and I just were not hearing.
There's no way a car would. I heard like a kid's voice right in front of my face. And I just saw a freaking dark orb just right at the top of your head. Sure, you know where he said yes. No, I didn't know if I saw an orb moving in front of me or what.
I felt guilty that I had to think about that. Regardless of how real it may be, I still had to look at it in a perspective of it's potentially not real. Jimmy.
Just said Jimmy.
Hi. That was insane. So going into this was very challenging in the sense of not hyping myself up and not getting myself too wired into one particular idea. If he was faking it or if he was over exaggerating it, I am fully prepared to expose that.
You need to be really aware of other people, whether they're fellow investigators or property owners or homeowners who you're coming to investigate for, because a lot of the time people will just be blatant liars and they just want attention, or they just want to be like an internet celebrity, and so they'll falsify a lot of things. And you really just need to not follow what other people say so much. You really just need to rely on your own tools, your own equipment, and your intuition, because your intuition will tell you a lot about other people. If your gut tells you someone's bullshitting, then they're probably bullshitting.
I'm really careful to claim something's miracle. Even with the thing that jumped out of the window that's all over the freaking internet.
Yeah.
I never once said that was paranormal related. I never said that was a spirit. I don't know what that was.
He says, well, I'm Kent or Birds or whatever he says, and I've been talking to your cousin. So what, what cousin, And he says, your cousin Jenny. Well, my cousin Jenny died in the 70s. She was murdered by a serial killer, her husband. A week later, we went to where my cousin was murdered, where she was dismembered, her head cut off, her hands cut off. The guy spread her out all over the place. All we have and were buried was her head and her hands. We were out there and he had me digging holes. I'm digging. He said, I gotta have a cigarette. He runs off to his car. Next thing you know, he's like, oh, look at this. And right there on top of the pile are bones.
Oh my God.
Was the Lynn house ever used as a funeral home itself?
Not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge.
So they